Hi Gemini, welcome to your weekend tarot cast of November the 23rd through the 24th. Please remember to give out good vibes, don't frown, and let the world see you smile. Please check your sun, moon, and rising sign. If this video does not resonate with you, I will be using the Animal Spirit Oracle deck for your overall vibe. And this is by Collect Bar and Read. And I will be using the Psychic Tarot for your focus, and this is by John Holland. And I will be using the Work Your Like Oracle deck for your soul messages. So let's get started with Gemini Spirit. Let's see what is the overall vibe for Gemini Sun, Moon, and Rising sign Spirit. What is the overall vibe for the weekend tarot cast of November the 23rd through the 24th for Gemini? Sun, Moon, and Rising sign Spirit. Let's see. What is the overall vibe, Spirit, for Gemini? Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Gemini. Spirit, please let us know what is the overall vibe for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. What is the overall vibe for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs? Giraffe Spirit, see the big picture. Gemini, you're being called to see the bigger picture. Your perspective is probably focused on something else, and Spirit wants to pretty much give you a different view. Let's see what that means more in depth for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Are you sticking your neck out too far, reaching too high, instead of looking around you to see conditions on the ground? Your devotion to co-creating something new is admirable, but Giraffe Spirit is showing up to remind you that you have to look at the whole picture, not just those tasty leaves at the top of the tree. Perspective is necessary now, and that means checking in with what is going on around you and at your feet. Or perhaps you are ruminating over the worries of the world instead of paying attention to what you can do right now, where you are, to bring about the changes you would like to see. Align with your highest good and note that while perspective is important, transformation begins where you are. Do not get so far up in the clouds thinking about all the big problems that you lose perspective and forget to do your part, however small it may be, to start enacting change, for transformation begins with you. So transformation begins with you, Gemini. Your perspective is important. Spirit wants you to change that. Change your perspective. Start looking at the higher and don't forget about the ground. Let's see what your focus is, Gemini. What is Gemini's focus for the weekend tarot cast of November the 23rd through the 24th? Spirit, please let us know What is the focus for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs? What is the focus? Spirit, please let us know. What is the focus for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs? What does Gemini need to focus on for the weekend tarot cast of November the 23rd through the 24th? What does Gemini need to focus? What does Gemini need to focus on? Dedicated effort. C. Focusing on the things that you have accomplished, the effort that you have made for that certain outcome. Don't forget how far you have come. Wow. And look at this, it's like red-ish orangey color. This is the physical color. So you're bringing something into fruition. Stop being so hard on yourself. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. Some of you are being very hard on yourself, feeling like you have not accomplished a lot, but you have accomplished a lot. You're just keep looking for more and more and more. There's a lot of effort that you have made. You're just not seeing it. Let's see what your soul message is, Gemini. What is the soul message for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign, Spirit? Please let me know, what is Gemini's soul want to hear? What does Gemini's soul want to hear, Spirit? What does Gemini's soul want to hear, Spirit? What does Gemini's soul want to hear? What is the soul message for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs? What is the soul message for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs? What is the soul message, Spirit, for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs? Awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. So some of you are going through an awakening. There's a new way of being that Spirit is trying to take you. They're trying to upgrade you. All that effort that you have made has not been for nothing. That is what Spirit is telling me. You just need to see the smaller picture instead of being focused on somewhere else. Believing that you have not come this far for nothing. You really haven't. You've made so much effort, Gemini. So let's see what this message has to say more in depth. Awakening. The soul wants to tell you that you're going through an awakening. to not give up. You are going through a period of awakening. Things are changing within you, and at many levels, you are starting to remember ancient truths, discovering more and more about who you are and why you incarnated. You may find that you are experiencing past life flashbacks, seeing the invisible thread that is woven through all of life, or even feeling Kundalini Shakti rise through your body from the base of your spine. The most important thing for the time is not to overthink it and to stay grounded. Share your energies with like soul people while you consciously integrate them. Journal and pay attention to your dreams. You're remembering what your soul gifts are emerging. During this time of transition and awakening, you may be called to devote yourself to being of service. There are ideas, truths, concepts, books, and creations waiting to be birthed into this world. Stay open to receiving them. Pulling this card may be a sign that you are here to birth one of these creations into the world. Or perhaps you're being called to make a shift in your life in order to be of service. Don't think too much about it. Instead, repeat the following work your light activation. So imagine holding this card near your heart and repeat after me. I surrender to my awakening. I allow the Shakti energy to rise from the base of the spine. I open myself up to the universe, using me in a way that delights my mind, body, and spirit. And that is the message that your soul wanted to tell you, Gemini. Don't be so hard on yourself. You're doing well. And that's what Spirit wants to tell you, that you're going through an awakening. Things are changing. You're going to be able to see the bigger picture. And that is the end of the message for you, Gemini. Please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Ciao, Good Vibes Tribe.